Very good morning, students. I am Dr. B. Thirumal Rao. Today, our topic is crystal field theory in this unit. Before we going to discuss about the types of d orbitals, the d subshell contains 5 d orbitals, namely dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, y square, dz square. In the d orbitals, dxy, dyz, dx have maximum electron density between the axes. So, these are called T2g or non-axial orbitals. Whereas dx square, y square, dz square orbitals have maximum electron density along the axis. So, these are called EG orbitals or axial orbitals. Now see that these are the two types of d orbitals. First one is T2g orbitals. Their electron density between the axes. So these orbitals are also called as non-axial orbitals. EG orbitals, dz square, ds square, y square. These orbitals are electron density having along the axis. So these are also called as axial orbitals. Now see that crystal field theory, it is represented by CFT. This theory was proposed by H. Bethe in 1929 and later explained by Van Wyk Vogel in 1932, which explained the magnetic properties of transition metal ion in their coordination compounds. That means crystal field theory mainly explains the magnetic properties of transition metal ion in their coordination compounds. What are the silent features of CFT? First one, the central metal atom ion in a complex is surrounded by ligands which contain two or more lone pair of electrons. Ligands like F minus, Cl minus, Cn minus, H2O, NH3, etc. Second one, the ligands are either negative ions or neutral molecules which can donate one or more electron pairs to the central metal atom or ion and produce a field. Third one, in this theory, ligands are treated as point charges. Fourth one, the interaction between central metal atom or ion and ligands is purely ionic. That means ligands is purely ionic nature. Fifth one, if the ligand is neutral molecule, the negative of the dipole is attracted towards the central metal ion. Sixth one, the d orbitals in the central metal atom or ion have same energy. So they are degenerate orbitals. Seventh one, when a complex is formed, the ligands destroy degenerate of d orbitals and split into different groups with different energies. It is called crystal field splitting or crystal field stabilization energy. Eighth one, if CFSE greater than 0, then stable complex. If CFSE less than 0, then unstable complex. These are the silent features of crystal field theory. Next one, how to identify the crystal field splitting. Normally, the 5 d orbitals are degenerate because of they are having same energy. But on the approach of ligands, d orbitals of the electrons present in the d orbitals of central metal atom or ion are repelled by electron pairs of the ligands. That means when ligands approach the metal atom or ion, immediately repelled by electron pairs of the ligands. Thus, the degenerate d orbitals are promoted to excited state. These orbitals split into two different groups based on the approach of ligands towards metal ion. It is called crystal field splitting. That means easy try to understand about crystal field splitting, my dear students. When ligands are approach on the d orbitals of the metal atom or ion, ground state to excited state, that means promoted to excited state. In the same time, that orbitals split into two different groups based on the approach of the ligands. That is arise the crystal field splitting. Here two cases are observed. In case 1, when the ligands approaching the central metal ion along the axis, the potential energy of Eg orbitals increase than the T2g orbitals, because of Eg orbitals are axis orbitals, because of electron density along the axis. So ligands approach the central metal atom along the axis, that Eg orbitals increases than T2g orbitals. Then the d orbitals split into two different groups having different energies. In case 2, it is opposite of the case 1. When the ligands approaching the central metal ion between the axis, the potential energy of T2g orbitals increase than Eg orbitals. Then d orbitals split into two different groups having different energies. This is about the crystal field splitting. What is crystal field splitting? After how to observe the two ways of the crystal field splitting. Now see that first of all, crystal field splitting of d orbitals in octahedral geometry. Dear students, this is one of the important question for the 10 marks. In an octahedral complex, the central metal ion is surrounded by 6 ligands. That means 6 lone pairs of electrons of the ligands. An octahedral complex has the coordination number is 6, because of number of ligands is indicate the coordination number. In the case of free metal ion, the 5 d orbitals are degenerate, but in the formation of complex, the 6 ligands approach the central metal ion along the axis. It is show that this is the central atom. 6 ligands are approaching to metal atom or ion along the axis. The d orbitals of the metal ion are repelled by the electron pairs of ligands. Hence, the energy of 5 d orbitals will rise by the same amount. It's called excited state or hypothetic situation. Hypothetic situation easy to try to understand. When ligands approach the central atom of the central atom or ion of the complex, that is changes of that ground state to excited state, that is identify the hypothetic situation. Since the lobes of two Eg orbitals, they are dx square y square dz square, lie directly in the path of approaching ligands. So these orbitals will be repelled more than the remaining 3 orbitals, that is T2g orbitals dxy dyz dzx. Consequently, energy of Eg orbitals increases than T2g orbitals. Thus, the 5 d orbitals split into 2 groups having different energies. It is called crystal field splitting in octahedral complex. Next, come to crystal field splitting in octahedral complex observed in this diagram. Now see that first write the degenerate orbitals. They are dxy dyz dzx dx square y square dz square. In this stage 1 they are ground state of these orbitals. When ligands approach this metal atom, that is lone pair of the electrons approaching this metal or ion, immediately this ground state to excited state. This is that means ground state to promoted to hypothetic situation. In this stage, average energy of the d orbitals in the spherical crystal field in stage 2. Next, these degenerate orbitals are split into 2 orbitals. They are Eg orbitals and T2g orbitals. Energy levels, lower energy levels of T2g orbitals, higher energy of Eg orbitals. Between these 2 orbitals are indicate the crystal field difference in these 2 types of orbitals indicate the crystal field splitting or crystal field stabilization energy, that is plus 0.6 delta O minus 0.4 delta O. This is overall Barry center, that is indicate the CFSE is indicated by delta O or 10 dq. This is the splitting of d orbitals in octahedral crystal field in stage 3. This is about the how to crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. From the diagram, the energy difference between Eg and T2g orbitals is called crystal field splitting energy or crystal field stabilization energy. It is denoted by delta O or 10 dq. Here dq means difference in energy in quanta. The electron which enters to the T2g orbitals decreases by 0.4 dq units of energy. That means in the diagram minus 0.4 dq units. If it enters into the Eg orbitals, the energy increases by 0.6 dq units for each electron. Thus, greater the amount of CFSE of the complex as well as greater the stability of complex. For example, let us consider the crystal field splitting of hexacyanoferric ion FeCN6 times 3 minus. In an octahedral complex of this complex, the central metal ion Fe plus 3, which has the electronic configuration of 3d5 4s2. Since the cyanide ion is a strong field ligand, because of pairing of electrons takes place in the lower d orbitals, so a high spin complex is formed. But the complex has one unpaired electrons in the T2g orbitals. So this complex has paramagnetic nature. This is about the crystal field splitting in octahedral complex as a one of the example. Next one, crystal field splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral geometry. This is quietly opposite of the octahedral geometry. In a tetrahedral complex, is the coordination number is 4. That means number of ligands present in the tetrahedral complex, tetrahedral geometry 4. In the case of free metal ion, the 5 d orbitals are degenerate, but in the formation of complex, the 4 ligands approach the central metal ion between the axes. Ensure that 4 ligands are approaching the metal atom or ion between the axes. So, non-axial orbitals. This is the tetrahedral geometry. Next, the d orbitals of the metal ion are more repelled by the electron pairs of the ligands, so they get higher energy than Eg orbitals. Therefore, the d orbitals split into two different groups having different energies. It is called crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. Now see that crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. In first stage, these are the ground state of the degenerate orbitals. They are dxy, dyz, djx, dx square, y square, dz square. When ligands, 4 ligands, electrons of the lone pairs, electrons of the ligands approaching these degenerate orbitals immediately promoted to excited state. That means hypothetic situation. In this stage, split into two different energies of the orbitals. They are T2g orbitals and Eg orbitals. That means quite opposite in the splitting in octahedral complexes. So T2g orbitals are having higher energy level and compared to Eg orbitals energy levels. This is the barycenter between the T2g and Eg orbitals of the energy. Eg orbitals of the energy minus 0.6 delta T plus 0.4 delta T. That means increasing the 0.4 delta T, decreasing the minus 0.6 delta T units. Totally CFSE is a delta T or 10 dQ. This is the stage 3 splitting of d orbitals in tetrahedral crystal field. This is about the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. From the diagram, the energy difference between Ec and T2g orbitals called crystal field splitting energy. In tetrahedral complexes, crystal field splitting is reversed to that of octahedral complexes. In the formation of tetrahedral complexes, when the electron enters into the Eg orbitals, its energy decreases by 0.6 dQ units. If it enters into the T2g orbitals, its energy increases by 0.4 dQ units for each electron. Thus, smaller the amount of CFSE of the complex as well as the lower the stability of complex when compared to octahedral complexes. Next, the example of crystal field splitting of tetrahedral complex here is a tetrachlorocobalt complex. This is in a tetrahedral complex of cobalt complex, the central metal ion CO plus 2. What is the central metal atom in this complex? CO, cobalt 2 plus, CO plus 2, which has the electronic configuration of 3d7 4s2. That is, first write the atomic number of cobalt 27, 3d5 4s2. Next, metal ion, that means cobalt ion of the electronic configuration 3d7, that is here 3d5 because of CO plus 2. But CO plus 2 in COCl4 minus 2 is a weak field because of in the stage which are having lone pair of electrons of the three lone pair of electrons. Since the chloride ion is a weak field ligand, it cannot force the electrons to pair up in the lower d orbitals, so high spin complex is formed. But the complex has 3 unpaired electrons in the T2g orbitals. This complex has paramagnetic nature. So easy to express the given complex as a either paramagnetic or diamagnetic nature. Easy to express the paramagnetic nature of the tetrahedral complex. This is the first write the energy level, next write the degenerate orbitals, next their configuration, next promoted to excited state, that means unsplit to d orbitals of the complex ion, next splitting of d orbitals in two energy levels T2g orbitals and EG orbitals. Here in EG orbitals are having pairing of the paired electrons, but in T2g orbitals are having lone pair of the electrons, unpaired electrons. So that complex having unpaired electrons in this complex, unpaired electrons present in the complex, so that complex has paramagnetic nature. In case those complex having paired electrons, that complex has diamagnetic nature. So by this theory, easy to express their magnetic nature of the complex. Next, note, crystal field splitting of tetrahedral complex is lesser than that in octahedral complex. Why? This is one of the important problem in complexes. Easy, try to understand. This is due to the following reasons. Because there are only 4 ligands, so the ligand field is small. The direction of the orbitals does not coincide with that of ligands. Thus the tetrahedral splitting is always much smaller than the octahedral splitting.